when you conduct an investigation, every time you interview or engage a suspect, you must complete this form every time. That assertion, I'm not aware of that.
So, you do have the understanding, Brigadier, of the words to the following effect. These words, they are appearing in Exhibit XX of the record. That the station commander must consult with the prosecutor in circumstances in which the prosecutor requires that a warning statement of a suspect be obtained. So it means that the station commander must, in consultation with the prosecutor, in the circumstances where a warning statement has to be obtained, consult with the prosecutor. Is that what you mean? Or is that how you understand this?
No, but that sentence, my lord, is self-explanatory. It says you complete that form when in other words, you document what the suspect is telling you when the prosecutor tells you that go and obtain this information. Even if it's 2, 3, or 10 times, every time you engage, as long as there's this directive from NPA, you'll have to document whatever you say. It is different when it comes to investigation, because the investigation is the police are investigating. There's no directive from the NPA, and that is why I'm saying, my lord, specifically, if you come down to the matter before court, when a decision was taken that I will go and interview accused 2, there was no directive from the NPA that I must go and interview accused 2. It was in the course of the investigation, my lord.
So, from what is appearing on Exhibit XX, it says that the statement must be completed every time the suspect is interviewed, irrespective of whether the suspect has been arrested or not. We are not aware of that.
No, but my lord, that document is not read correctly. It's not read in its context. I mean, we just dealt with my statement. The first part, when you confirm the statement, is the deponent. Who is this person, the details, and then the signature. So that whatever this person is saying then can own it. It correlates. It's a sequence, my lord. So you cannot separate the first and fundamental point, which says there must be a directive from the NPA to the police. Then thereafter, everything else is following from that line, my lord. So now, if you read the part that every time the suspect is interviewed, this form must be completed, but you disregard as to under what circumstances, then you are reading it incorrectly, my lord. My lord, may I add, and I'm saying this in relation to the form that was completed with regard to accused 2, the booklet, so to say, the one that Advocate Mzansi NXUMALO is dealing with, which is different. These 6 warning statements that I gave, my lord, there is no such endorsement on those forms. I gave it to them. I mean, I know the bundle perhaps he didn't have a chance to go through them now, but the 6 other different warning statements does not even have that insertion. Be it whether it's both the first and the second one, they are not there, my lord. They just go straight to the point. It's a station, it's a case number, boom, they go straight. There's not even anything written prior to you starting completing the form.
Well, I bet you those forms are made by a rogue police officer once upon a time who decided he didn't want to fill out the warning statement and all its many, many pages and give out the suspects an option to sign or not sign and read them their rights and tell them about legal representation and ask them if they were tortured before they gave, you know what, I'm talking too much. But you get the flow of what I'm saying. Allegedly, somewhere, someone changed it up and decided, I want the shorter version, okay? Because we ain't about to be trying to write all this down, okay? I want to go home after. That's what I think happened. Okay, fine, you brought your docket, your binded many different examples. I didn't hear you say you brought one from Cape Town, though. And I didn't hear you say one was from Kabeja. Why is only specific locations? And also, are they certified? Is there a commissioner of oath who commissioned of oath them and said, yes, this is the true representation of the documents that are supposed to be used? The defense mustn't just accept those. They must be commissioned. Okay, let's get back to it.
Amongst the documents which were disclosed was A35, which is a warning statement in relation to Zamogutle Innocent Mbata. I'm not going to hand it in as an exhibit, Brigadier, but I wish to refer you to the first paragraph of that warning statement. It's A35.
Yes, my lord, I'm listening.
I'm raising this because you said the warning statement that you handed over to us, they don't have this part that I've referred to earlier. You just go straight to the names of the suspect as well as the ID number, the age, the address. Do you confirm that?
My lord,
That is what you said.
yes, that's what I said.
Yes.
Even the 885 doesn't indicate, my lord, that there must be an indication, a directive from the prosecutor. That's what I'm saying, that they go straight to the crux of the matter. Even 885 that I'm being referred to, there's no entry here that says the prosecutor in communication with the station commander must do the following. And this is 885, not what I gave them. I gave
Yes.
the documents to the defense, but this is 885 that is attached in the docket. But even in this one that is in the docket, my lord, there is no entry that says the prosecutor in consultation with the station commander must do the following. It starts with just one sentence, then it goes to the crux of the matter, my lord.
But yeah, what is contained in 885 is not just a sentence. It is very crucial. It is very important. It reads as follows. This form must be completed every time a suspect is questioned, irrespective of whether the suspect is in detention after an arrest or not. Where any space provided on this form is sufficient, continue on a folio and attach the folio to the page. Folio must be signed by the suspect, interpreter, deponent, and commissioner of oaths. You confirm that. Then you go to the questioning.
My lord, I think let's put things into context. 835 was not disclosed to me. It's not part of the bundles that I gave the defense. But be that as it may, let me deal with it, my lord. This is what this form is saying, and I agree. But and this is why I always say, my lord, you need to look into this thing within its context. Look at the complete picture, because otherwise, and I'm saying with greatest respect, and a certain impression which is wrong will be given. Now, this form, my lord, 835, was completed on the 30th of October 2014. This is when this accused, this suspect, Mr. Mbata, was arrested. Was then engaged insofar as the warning statement.
Sorry, you say the 30th of October?
Of October 2014. That is
and
when
you were appointed August 20?
I was appointed 4 years later, my lord.
That's a point.
Yes, 4 years later. Secondly,
Now maybe we should call the person who actually administered that statement. Because as I understand the Brigadier, he comes into the picture 2018. And now he's being excoriated
True.
for an exigency which happened in 2014. Are you with me?
No, I'm with you, my lord. But it's in relation to the different warning statements. That's where the question
Yeah, but
is.
you see, he was not involved there. There's somebody else involved.
I do understand that, my lord, but I was not going to go through the contents of the warning statement. It was just to show him the different types of warning statement, including the one that was handed in as Exhibit XS of the record.
Yeah.
In these circumstances, Brigadier, who should be the station commander? For instance, in this case, who should be the station commander? Who should request, or who must consult the prosecutor for purposes of the taking of a warning statement from the suspect?
yes, my lord. Yeah. So perhaps if I come there, my lord, to this question, to illustrate, my lord, and prove the point that it doesn't mean that when the police engage a suspect, always this form will be completed. That is not always the case. And I want to refer to 835 to show and to support the assertion that I'm making. Now, 835 gets completed on the 30th of October 2014. But if you go back, 834, my lord, it was not my time, but if you go back to 834, the notice of rights, in other words, this person was arrested on the 29th of October. And we do know, if you look at these circumstances, it was because he was identified on the ID parade. There was engagement with him, with the police, in preparation of the ID parade. He was interviewed, subsequently was then detained on the 29th. There is no form that was completed. You only see the form on the 30th in preparation of court. So how could it be that this form must be completed every time an individual is interviewed? Because even on this narrative, my lord, he was engaged with the police. They warned him according to his rights. They prepared him to attend the ID parade. There's no form completed. Subsequent to the pointing out in the ID parade, he gets detained. You only see the 14A notice of rights dated 29 October 2014 at 2000 hours. There's no warning statement prior to this. When they were then preparing him to go to court on the 30th, they didn't complete the warning statement. So how is this argument, my lord, that every time a person is interviewed, this form must be completed when it was not even done on this example I'm being referred to, my lord?
You know the saying that says, what is good for the goose is definitely good for the gander. The Judge Rata, he descended into the arena talking about, but that warning statement, A35 for Uzamoguhle Innocent Mbata was done on the 30th of October 2014. Brigadier Kininda was only assigned to this case in 2018. You can't be asking him questions about a warning statement from 2014. Okay. Judge Rata saved the Brigadier. What did the Brigadier do? Show off. And then the Brigadier goes, and it's okay, I'm gonna handle it. So in 2014, what actually happened is Uzamoguhle Innocent Mbata was in identity parade, okay, on the 29th of October 2014, but no forms or statements are in the docket. How do you know that, Geninda? Remember, you were appointed in 2018. How do you know such specific details about what happened in 2014? More specifically, what happened to Uzamoguhle Mbata? But you're refusing to answer the simple question about the warning statement. Do you see? It's called selective answers. It's called selective memory. Some things he wants to answer, some things he definitely doesn't want to answer. He goes into so much detail about what happened with Uzamoguhle Mbata. Way too much detail for somebody who doesn't want to answer the one question that Advocate NXUMALO, okay, Uzwide, has asked him about A35. And let's talk about the power of a name, ladies and gentlemen. Zamogutle's middle name is Innocent, and he happens to have been pointed out in an identity parade for the ending of the life of SENZO MEYIWA, only for him to be let go after 2 weeks because he was innocent? No way. Is that a coincidence? Let me know in the comment section down below. You know another name that I want to talk about? You know already. Zithulele, okay? Zithulele NXUMALO. I mean, the day I found out his name, I knew I was going to use it, okay? Sorry, okay? I absolutely love his name because it's a true representation of him. And you see, I was fooled by his name that, oh, he's not going to be able to handle Kininda. Kininda's going to push him off. And, you know, it was Tulele. And he came and he said, what did you say about me? Don't speak for me. So yeah, this is interesting. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. But let's continue listening on, okay? I hope Judge Rata has learned a lesson. Don't jump into the arena because look at Kininda showing off. He knows everything about Zamoguhle Mbata that is not even on the record. From when he was before he was what? Appointed. But let's continue listening on.
And my lord, another practical example, and I'll say it because it's before this court. If you look at Cleveland case 96 of 2015, this is now the matter in relation to the arrest of accused 3 by Sergeant Masondo and Dlamini. If you look at the dates there, they engage the accused on a different date where they interviewed him, subsequently go and conduct a search and found the items that they alleged they found, which is the firearm and the ammunition. There was engagement with the accused. No warning statement was completed. The warning statement was completed, I think, a day after. We have Cleveland case, and I can refer to specific dates. He was engaged with the police prior to the completion of the warning statement. There was interview. There were exhibits that were found. They were processed. I think Sergeant Masondo was here in Dlamini. They spoke to that effect. But there is no warning statement that was completed. It was completed on a different day. If my memory serves me correct, my lord, they engaged him on the 9th of Feb. The warning statement was taken, yes. The arrest took place on the 9th of February. Sorry. Can I finish? Can I finish?
We'll get a chance to proceed.
No.
This witness must explain what he wants to explain. Why do you want to stop him?
I'm not stopping him.
No, let him explain, please. Give each other a chance.
Yes.
He's still speaking. Let him explain, because now he's touching on another example which he wants to give you. Because we were excoriating him for an arrest which took place in 2014. And then yet he engaged accused number 2 on the 18th of June 2019.
2020.
2020.
Yes, my lord.
I mean, we're going up and down.
Yes.
I have to understand that because you are saying an exigency which happened when he was not in the picture. He must explain it. Are you with me?
Yes.
Yeah. He says he engages accused number 2 on the 18th of June, 2020. And that statement, or that warning statement, is signed on the 30th of October, 2014. I mean, really.
Let us hear you then.
So, my lord, I'm saying another example because, and I'm illustrating this, my lord, to show this that this is not an isolated incident. We've dealt now with 885, but now coming to the matter of Cleveland 96, which involved accused number 3. He gets arrested, my lord, on the 9th as I've said of February 2015, and I've indicated the exhibits that we know because I've discovered that on the investigation as to what was seized from him. Then the warning statement, which by the way, my lord, is the same booklet that I'm being referred to by Advocate NXUMALO. It's the same booklet and it's marked A5. That is the warning statement. Similar, exactly the same booklet that they're being referred to. Only gets completed a day after, the 10th of February 2015, when they were preparing him to go to court. None of this form, which has the same incision and the writings, gets completed a day after. He was then prepared, placed on the roll. The matter ran its course up to it was finalized, my lord.
In the two matters that we've just referred to, in the Mbata case and the Mngube case, the warning statements are taken on the following day of the arrest. Do you confirm that?
Yes, because they were in preparation of the court, my lord.
Yes.
But after this, that happened, he was prepared and then he appeared in court. It's the same. Yeah, sorry. Let me just finish up with it. Same with accused number 5. On our matter, it was the course of investigation. When the investigation was concluded, my lord, and it was clear now that we must prepare him for the appearances, then the warning statement was completed, my lord. So these are different scenarios. Here, in those two occasions, once the ID parade was done, once the exhibit was found in the Cleveland case, they prepared the accused persons or suspect to appear in court. Hence, there was this completion in preparation of the appearance. Our instance, it was at an investigation stage. When we reached the stage to say now the matter can now be ready to be presented and then go to court, then the forms were then completed, my lord.
In this matter, the warning statement in respect of accused number 2 was only obtained on the 26th of July 2020 and he appeared in court on the 27th of October 2020. Do you confirm that, Brigadier?
Yes, I confirm, my lord.
In the circumstances of this case, Brigadier, who should be the station commander?
My lord, station commander, so let me explain it this way. Station commanders are not detectives. They run the station. They are basically uniform members.
Yes.
The inference there is the branch commander, but even the branch commander, my lord, does not, at certain stage, they will carry dockets. But the delegation, in terms of delegation powers, it goes to detectives, the engagement, unless for some reason, then the station commander is then seized with a matter. Because
Yes.
if he's a police officer, then he's seized with a specific matter, then he can get such a directive. But in general terms, those powers are delegated to the investigators on the ground, my lord.
In this case, Brigadier, who should be the station commander then? Who must consult with the prosecutor?
My lord, those powers they delegated, as I'm saying, to the detective, the investigating officer.
To
If
you?
I have to, yes, if I have
Okay.
to, I can fall into that category. If the directive, like in this instance, as it was a prosecutorial driven investigation, there are instructions that were given to me by the prosecution, which I followed, even the obtaining of the warning statements to say, now prepare this, get this, those. So I fall into that category when there is that engagement because I'm an investigating officer. But I'm saying this, my lord, I think the word of caution that one should put, it is not interpreted like that in relation to that form. I'm making my own inference, so I don't want it to be mistaken as if this is what I'm saying, because there's no glossary in that form that says the station commander relates to the following. I'm interpreting insofar as I know how the police function, my lord, but that's not the glossary or the interpretation of a station commander according to that form specifically, because I don't want us to move away from what is being prescribed on that form, my lord.
Is it correct, Brigadier, that on the 6th of July 2020, you interviewed accused number 4, my client now, at Louis Cobb Correctional Service Center using the statement regarding interview with suspect form?
Yes, I remember. Yes, it was the 6th of July 2020, madam. That's correct.
Was he a suspect?
Yes, he was a suspect.
Ingabe wayengumsolwa yini? Yebo, wayeyena umsolwa.
So, if I had to understand the word the station commander, so those powers are delegated to you as investigation officer.
My lord, I think
In this case,
yeah, but you see, I'm saying, my lord, my understanding of how the authority lies. The number one policeman is the national commissioner, but then it delegates the powers. They go down up to the, to the members who are doing patrols. I'm interpreting in that sense, but it is also important, because I'm being referred to a specific document, that the document I'm being referred to, there is no interpretation in that form of what categories falls under the station commanders. But I'm taking it, my lord, that indeed, because there are instances, and I'm aware, and I have been involved in those instances, where you get a directive from the prosecutor, you comply with it, so there's this engagement, police, prosecution, then I'm saying in that context, you can take it as that it means that, my lord.
in respect of the warning statement that you obtained from accused number 4, my client, it was you in consultation with the prosecutor?
Yes, prosecution, my lord, as I said, from the 29 or 26 of January 2019, I think. That's when we met Advocate Baloyo, 26, somewhere there. I've placed that date on record, my lord. It was prosecutorial driven. So you talk, you get instruction, you are told, you engage, and then you get directives as well, my lord. So it was all the way right up to the time the matter was arraigned. And even when the proceedings were taking place here, there was still those directives. That statement that the Advocate NXUMALO referred me to is part of that engagement, because as the matter was proceeding, Advocate Baloyi asked me to prepare or answer to this request that was coming from the defense.
On the 19th of June 2020, accused number 2 appears before Lieutenant Colonel or a Colonel Rapadu for a confession statement. You confirm that?
Yes, Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu, that's his rank, my lord.
Yes. On the 24th of June 2020, he appears before a magistrate, Mrs. Cronje, for a confession statement. You confirm that?
Yes, I do confirm, my lord.
So do you also confirm, Brigadier, that after the said statements, the confession statement by Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu and a confession statement from a magistrate, accused number 2 did not appear in court thereafter, immediately thereafter? It could have been some days after or the following day of the 24th of June 2020. Do you confirm that?
No, I don't confirm. Perhaps, well, no, I don't agree.
You don't agree that it did not appear in court after a confession statement?
Yes, no, I don't agree.
Of the 24th of June?
No. Let me put it in the right context. The first confession, my lord, was Lieutenant Colonel Rapadu, which was, 19th of June. On the 22nd of June, he made appearances in Pukeng for a different matter. So, and I'm answering it because, my understanding of the question is not in relation to this matter, is the appearances in court in general. That's how I'm understanding the question. And I'm saying on the 22nd of June, my lord, he made appearances for unrelated matter. Then after the 24th of June, even after appearing before Mrs. Cronje, there were other appearances insofar as that matter is concerned. So there were court appearances. That is why I don't agree. But if the question is different insofar as relating to this matter, he only appeared insofar as this matter is concerned on the 27th of October 2014, my lord.
So you guys already know how I feel about accused number 4, and that, it always feels like he's a guest appearance, like he's like a VIP guest in this case, because why is he there? For me, it always doesn't make sense. And, finally, when they read out the statements and they say, no, it's because he was the lookout guy. His job was to look out. Who was he looking out for? He was looking out because Mzansi Unfiltered was also looking out. So they were both looking out of the lookout. Anyway, nobody identifies him. We learned today, Ginenda doesn't have a single statement that points him out. Okay, not a problem. Secondly, he was already incarcerated for his own other crimes, okay? And then now he is, he was visited by Ginenda, okay, as a suspect. And that was on the 6th of July, 2020. And NXUMALO says, you interviewed my client over there at Lukop Correctional Service Center, and you did use the statement. Yes, he did. Ginenda says, yeah, I did. Because, this was not on the street corner. this was now official. Okay, it was official. I know I said Bongani NTANZI's was official, but this one is real official because I gotta go to the Department of Correctional Services and sign in and do all those things. So I gotta go with the right paperwork as well. And you conducted an interview with the suspect, and you completed the interview with the suspect form. Yep, it definitely did. So Advocate NXUMALO tricks Kininda, okay? Because he has him answer these easy questions where he's busy going, yes, absolutely. And then he gets to Bongani NTANZI and says, hey, so Bongani NTANZI was arrested on the 16th of June 2020. Yeah. And he got to see Rapadu and he gave his first confession. Absolutely, yes, correct. And then he went to the magistrate, gave his next confession, correct. And then he never went to court after that. No. He even says 3 no's because he walked into NXUMALO's trap. You see, the beauty of NXUMALO is you're unsuspecting when he's talking to him. You're unsuspecting that he's going to ambush you. You're unsuspecting that he's just going to drop a grenade. You're just simply unsuspecting. So Brigadier's lesson of the day, which I hope he walks away with, or that he learns himself, not that I want to give him clues, but that's part of the analysis, right? Brigadier, I hope he learns that never take anyone for granted, okay? Never take anyone for granted. That's the Brigadier's biggest lesson today. So, let me end this video here. Please remember to like, comment, and subscribe. This tells me that you want to see the videos, and I'll keep uploading. Thank you so much for all the views. If you've made it this far and you've watched all the ads, you absolutely have my heart. And even more if you have subscribed to the channel. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you on my next upload.